Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of OMG Craft. Today we are taking a look at this not these bad boys. Get out of here. But the Bastion Remnant. Everything inside, everything around, everything you need to know and find out. Why would you go here? What is inside and what spawns inside of a Bastion Remnant? This glowstone was just here for lighting purposes. Listen, I had to get my studio set up inside of this Bastion Remnant for us to record. Huge thank you to those who are YouTube members. Thank you so much. Also, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. And finally, there is a merchandise store at helloomg.com. If you really love the channel and want to support by getting some awesome physical things shipped to your house. Most likely by me, because I do all the mail. Like, it's just me in my garage. So first off, just a general overview of what we're going to be talking about. Inside of the Nether dimension, there are these crazy structures that are called Bastion Remnants. You can see them right here. They're mostly made out of blackstone, and inside they got bastions. No, there's actually 0 bastions inside of a Bastion Remnant. I don't understand. There's not a thing called a bastion in Minecraft. Why is it called a Bastion Remnant? You got me. You got me. But they got piglins, loot, and hoglins inside. So let's start off with where do they spawn? Obviously, they are going to be spawning in the Nether dimension, but the Nether has a whole bunch of subsections within it. You got the Soul Same Valley, you got the Warped Forest, Crimson Forest, Nether Wastes. What else is there? There's the Basalt Deltas, and inside of that, you even have like fortresses and stuff like that. So within all of the Nether, there's only one place that a Bastion Remnant will not spawn. That is this area, the Basalt Delta. So every other biome other than the Basalt Delta, you can have a Bastion Remnant. When you come across them, they're gonna look like a big old black box, just like edited in to the world. In fact, in the things I hate about Minecraft 1.16, I mentioned that this is one of the things that I hate about the update. I wish that they could be better integrated into the world like a village, and they seem a little bit cheap from my point of view. But this is what they'll look like, and they are broken up into 4 different subtypes of structures. So you have bridges. That's one of the structures, and there's not a ton of bridges. In fact, this might actually be hoglin stables that we're seeing right here with this bridge. It's technically, I think, a hoglin stables because of that down there. But that's then another sub room is hoglin stables. Then you also have a treasure room, and that I think is actually over here. I think I got a really great bastion to show this off. Yeah, this is totally the treasure room. It's this big, huge area. And then you also have housing units, and I think that is what is on the other side over here is a housing unit. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Oh, there's also another one that I think might be a housing unit that is a lot more open and more of a grid situation. This looks awesome though. Oh my gosh. Look at how cool this is. So, why would you actually want to find a Bastion Remnant? Let's say you come across one. Is it worth it to go in? What are you going to actually look forward to whenever you are inside of one of these? What would be the motivation for you to go in and actually have to deal with piglins and hoglins and the lava and all sorts of other stuff? Well, obviously you can see the gold that we've been peeking throughout this video. Inside, there is quite a lot of gold. You have the gilded blackstone inside of the walls, and you'll also see that there are gold blocks integrated into the build. The piglins love gold, so they collect it. You know, that's kind of the lore. I mean, they're not like Endermen and actually pick up blocks, but supposedly they've placed all these gold blocks around. Also, on top of the gold, there is lots of loot. So right here, we have a box full of loot. Look in here. Oh my gosh, you got netherite ingots, you got some ancient debris, and more gold. You have diamond leggings and diamond swords, as well as some cool spectral arrows inside of here. So you have quite a lot of loot. Now that's just the treasure room. The treasure room does have a different loot table than some of the other areas. So let's head on over to the other side. Over on this side, I saw some chests, I think. So you can see some gold built into to this build right there. That's pretty cool. So over here, we have some more chests, and we can open these bad boys up. And here we have more gilded blackstone, some enchanted iron things. Aha, this is one of the things I was looking for. A snout banner pattern. This is the only place that you can get a snout banner pattern. So if you want to do a banner pattern with this specific banner pattern, if you want to make a banner, I guess I should say, with this specific banner pattern, then you need to find it inside of a remnant. There's one more thing. Ah, it's not in here. Is it in here? Get lucky. No. Oh, you got soul speed, though. Got 2 more chances. Boop. Ah, well, we found another banner pattern. And no. By the way, here's that weird grid pattern area that I was trying to talk about earlier. I think that this is technically a hoglin stable. Yeah, I see some hoglins in there, but this is like a whole bunch of rooms that are really decayed, like really, really, really broken apart. So it's really difficult to walk around here. Very easy to accidentally fall and jump, but you can see this cool like area inside here. Let's see. Ah, man, I cannot find what I'm looking for. Okay. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, so as you can see, what I'm trying to find can be rare. I think I'm just getting unlucky in all of these chests. But the other thing that you can find is the pig step disc, the musical disc pig step. And this music disc, I just use creative to get one, is really nice. I really love the music for pig step, and the Bastion Remnants are the only place in order to get it. A few of the other things that are on my list of really good loot inside of a Bastion Remnant are lodestone, and inside of this treasure room, like we saw before, you can get that diamond gear. You can also get netherite, ancient debris, and a lot of the diamond gear will be enchanted as well. Also, iron. Wow, look at all this iron. That's quite a lot of iron, especially if you're doing one of those Let's Plays where you stay in the Nether. Finding iron can be really difficult to do, so that's quite a really good find. Okay, it's too good. That music disc is like the best music disc ever. So that is why you'd want to go there. Next, when you find this, what is inside? What can you expect, and what type of gear and things do you need to actually have a good time inside of the Bastion Remnant? Well, the 3 mobs that are going to spawn are piglins, which are these guys over here in the brown gear, brown base skin. And then you also have piglin brutes. So piglins, if you've been playing in 1.16, those guys are normal. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to the piglins after I mentioned the piglin brutes. But going back to piglins, they're normal. They are passive as long as you are wearing gold. And they won't attack unless if you attack them if you're wearing gold. Now, piglin brutes, on the other hand, they are these guys in the skin that has the black clothes. And they will attack on sight even if you are wearing golden armor. So they are always hostile to the player. They also have a ton of hit points. They have 50 hit points, so they're going to be a really difficult thing to kill. On top of that, piglins have a behavior. All piglins and piglin brutes, have a behavior that if one is attacked, the others will defend it, just like with the zombified piglin or the old school pigmen. They will all attack as a group. So once this brute spots you and attacks you, then you have the added effect of, if you're going to defend yourself, which most likely you are unless you're just going to die, if you defend yourself, then all the other piglins around will attack as well. So these guys really trigger all of the other piglins to attack you. Now, piglins are not an undead creature or anything like that, so the best enchantment to get would be sharpness 5. If you can, on any weapon. and then just good armor, like protection armor is really it. They don't do any fire, so you don't need fire. You don't do any blasting or arrow shooting. Some piglins have crossbows, but that's not very, often. So I would say just general protection armor will suit you very fine in this situation. Now, I also mentioned that there are hoglins that spawn inside of the Bastion Remnant. And these hoglins, which I've been searching through the different Bastion Remnants. I think I found one without a hoglin area inside of it. But the hoglins have an interesting behavior that they will not attack the piglins, and the piglins will not attack them, which is not, that doesn't happen in the normal areas. So if you're in, say, this is a warped forest, but if you're in a crimson forest and you have hoglins and piglins, they attack each other every so often. And so you have a really interesting behavior that inside of the Bastion Remnants, they will not attack each other, which is kind of cool. And you technically have one other mob that spawns, but it doesn't spawn when the actual structure spawns. It spawns when you activate it, because inside of the treasure rooms, you have this spawning cage. You have a spawner, and that will spawn magma cubes. And these guys are just really annoying because they don't take any lava damage, and you'll be like trying to get some loot over here, and they'll just keep spawning, and you got to deal with them. And they're pretty annoying as well. Now, I will mention that if you are playing 1.16 right now, and you go to a Bastion Remnant, you will not see a piglin brute, because as of recording this video, the 1.16 that has been published and is in the launcher, it does not have the piglin brute. With 1.16.2, we assume that we are going to get the piglin brute in that update. I'm playing in the snapshots so that we can check him out right here. So if you're watching this the moment it's published, there's a chance that you don't have this in your world, but it is, the piglin brute is coming very, very soon. And really, that is about it for everything with the Bastion Remnants. They can be very, very confusing to navigate, very, very difficult to know exactly where you are inside of one of these. A lot of times when I find them in survival, I just dig into the side to either escape or to look around, because especially this treasure room isn't so bad, but especially over here on the other side when you get into the housing units and whatnot, this stuff just gets so confusing. This one isn't so bad because there's this open air, so you can kind of stay oriented on which direction you're facing. But when you get underground and you're just like looking around for a way to go, this stuff gets really, really confusing rather fast. And you're like, okay, wait, left or right? Okay, let's go left. Did I check? Wait, does this go to the area for the right one? I can't tell. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. I don't know. That happens very, very quickly. Also, one thing to mention is that all of this gold, piglins, if they hear you breaking gold, they will attack you. So even if you're trying to be super sneaky and not have them be able to see you, if they hear you pick up the gold, then they will attack. Same thing with chests. Piglins will get aggravated if you open up a chest or if you break any gold. So even these gold blocks, if they hear you break those gold blocks, they will become aggravated and try to attack you. So whenever you're in here, be careful of where they are. Try to block up and make sure that you're fully blocked up so that they cannot attack. And that will help you survive a little bit. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. I hope that you found this useful, found some good information about these Bastion Remnants. Can they be just called the Piglin Remnants? The Piglin Bastions? Can we change that name? Is that possible? Can we sign a petition? I don't know if we can do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll really help out the channel. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. And we'll see you in another episode. Bye.